I felt as though our kids responded in the second half, just in regards to energy and effort. To start the game, I just felt like we were really flat, and we didn't play as hard as we needed to play. We didn't play with the toughness, the chip that we needed to have in the first half, and we still found ourselves only down 5 points, I think. So we got to be better. But they responded in the second half in a big way, in effort and energy, and they wanted it.
What can you? I mean, you end up sweeping this team now. What do you see in terms of matchups that makes this a good matchup for Miami?
I think the first game they played really bad, and I think this game we're just better than we were. And so, I think at this moment in time, I just feel like we're the better team. I think Shane does a tremendous job with this team. And I just think that we just kind of prevailed in this game.
When you say that, this team's just better, just in terms of improvement, I assume is what you mean. But have you been able to kind of put a finger on why or how this team has gotten so much better?
Yeah, I mentioned it before in my last one, just from an organic standpoint, just a time standpoint, we just stuck with it. Our kids just stuck with it. I mean, we spent, I don't know how much time, 2-on-0, catching the ball, passing the ball. So when you're doing all that kind of stuff, you're just trying to find ways to be able to score offensively. So we've not negated, wrong word. We just ignored the defensive side of the ball. And so we were trying to really just junk stuff up because I knew we weren't going to be very good. And so we needed time. And finally our offense finally caught up a little bit, and I think our kids have a much better understanding of what we're doing. So now we actually practice defense, and our kids actually know what's going on now. And so we're not playing as much junk stuff.
Speaking of scoring, Jaden, this is back-to-back games now, 20-point games. What have you seen in her game the last 2 weeks?
The end is near. She has a hunger in her belly, and now she's just playing instead of thinking. I think our kids just being better has allowed her to get more room. She's operating a lot more room because our kids understand what they're doing more offensively, and it's helped. When she sees bodies, she has a better understanding of what to do, and she's doing less thinking.
Amber struggled offensively today, but I saw a couple different times you were really encouraging her to keep shooting,
Yeah.
even if it's not going in. Is that hard for a freshman?
Well, I mean, we need her, and because I always feel like she's gonna make it. So even if she misses it, whether she thinks it or not, I always feel like she's gonna make the next one. And so, I mean, we were designing a play for her, and the ball just wasn't going in the net. It happens like that sometimes, and we designed the same play, and we just moved our pieces around, and Hennessy stuck one. So, that's good that other kids can step up, and you got to give Hennessy credit because, she was really bad in the first half, and in the second half she came out in a big way. Really, she had a monster attitude to her, and that's what she has to have all the time. You try to bring it out of her, and you saw it in the second half.
With this win, I mean, you kind of inch a little bit closer to taking this team to Cleveland. I know it's still a long ways away, but is that something you talk with your team at all about?
We talked a little more during the bye week just because maybe it was Georgia State. I can't remember a little bit, but really it's about us just simply getting better. I honestly don't really know too much really what the standings look like. I try not to even pay attention to what the other teams. I don't scoreboard watch. I only know if somebody tells me, like Ball State losing to Northern. I only know that. If the games aren't in front of me for the team that we prep, I usually have no idea what's going on. So if I don't know what's going on, I can't tell them what's going on because I'm just focused on us just getting better because none of that matters if we don't take care of today. None of it matters. It's just hopeful thinking, and I don't even want to engage in that.